Hello and welcome to another Facts and Dimensions Spotlight dataset. In this one I'm going to cover NHS Outcomes Framework data. That is a variety of statistics that is recorded about the NHS, which are used to understand the NHS, various elements of it. This data comes from this website here. So let's have a little look. As you can see on the left, I've put the NHS_OF schema into our demo database. And rather than me reading off that long list of tables, if you just pause the video and you can see there for yourself what's there. Also, querying the release details table, I can tell you that some of these tables go back to 1990, up to September 2021, and that will be continually added to. So that's that. Now, if I query like one at random, say infant mortality, they're generally very similar, these tables. We almost decided to make one table for the whole lot, but there was quite a lot that were different, so it was a bit too risky. Hence, we made lots of tables. So you can just see a lot of them like this. Breakdowns, which is how it's broken down. So lower tier local authority in this case I'm looking at. The code, so you use the ONS codes table to see what those codes mean. We have put the description in a lot of the time because sometimes the breakdown isn't a region, but it's some other sort of breakdown. Like here, look, gender, and then you've got female, male, and age and whatever. And then you've got your indicator value, and sometimes some extra columns, but most of them are just have an indicator value. Some of them have a confidence interval values as well. So to understand exactly what these values mean, you'd want to go to the website where the data comes from. Go to the latest link. So we were just looking at infant mortality. Go down to infant mortality, which is this one, and then here this is where we get the data from, but you could also download the specification. So if I've already downloaded it here. So infant mortality, there's a description of exactly how they're deriving those figures. So obviously you'll need to use this document to understand it properly. If you're thinking, well, in the long future, when we're querying this data, if that file's gone from the internet, what do we do? Well, we are recording a copy of the files and these PDFs every time we import data. And we do plan, we haven't done it yet, but we will plan. If someone asks on the forums for us to do it, it will jump up the priority list. No one has done it yet so far. But whether they do or don't, we do plan to create a little API. It's quite simple to make, apparently, where you can just feed in this audit key, which you'll know from the tutorial, relates to the data set that was imported, and then that will cause a download of the file and any other documents that we downloaded into our own repository for this download. So that sort of future-proofs that. But yeah, that's basically the idea. So you can see the list there, as I said before. Yeah, so now you know we've got it. Thanks.